Hello, welcome. Another episode 9. Farmer James, Vermont Mountainside Beekeeping. Hanging out here in the bee yard, getting ready to transfer these packages into 8-frame boxes that I have right over here. And I do have some over here, over there, over here, over there. Yeah, over there, some 8 frames going behind packages that are growing, which is a great thing to see. I like seeing it, and the bees in the back are doing lovely because they're bringing in lots of nectar, and all these colonies are bringing in lots of nectar. This growing, so I'll add deets on those. And yes, folks, these packages are growing where they're going to need to be transferred into an 8-frame, like running. So yes, that's what I'm going to do. They all seem to be growing across the top. And as I transfer them into these 8-frame boxes, they're all going to get a sticker to help me identify who they are, not just the different colored boxes as you see across the front. These boxes here are different colors to help them hone in a lot faster, as science has proven that different colors and helps them with the orientation returning from nectar pollen gathering back to the hive. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm creating for these bees, is identifiers so that they can return to the hives. And over those areas in the back, these colonies are pretty well established. But again, you see the green markers that help them orientate back to the hives. All those back row hives are overwintered bees that will get additions this week, not today, Thursday, Friday maybe, but not today, on a Tuesday. So yeah, folks, welcome to episode 9, Farmer James, Vermont Mountainside Beekeeping. Today is going to be a nice day. It's a beautiful day. Temperatures are in the low 70s, blue sky. The Vermont trees are blooming. Their leaves are everywhere. Tree pollen is significantly up. The bees are flying all over the place to try to gather it. You may see that in the camera as they go back and forth in front of the camera. But yeah, I'm going to transfer these packages as they have grown, and now they deserve a home. As you see, I've done that for some over here, and I've given them that, and I did that last week because I had to really do it fast. But the one over there, these will get one, especially that one right there. That one has grown pretty strong. They all pretty much have 3 or 4 frames of brood now. The queens have proven themselves. But again, we got to wait to see what's going on in this back rows over here. And these are the last wave of packages. This one did get something, but I think that was from drifting. It caused these maybe not to grow as fast. So that does happen. And then I think I lost one of these colonies back here. I lost a queen, and maybe also in this row. But those will get identifiers, and what I mean by that is they will get stickers, and those colored stickers will help me identify these hives a little easier. But right now we can go in and take a quick look as I evaluate what hives will get these 8-frame boxes, or what hives will not get the 8-frame boxes. So I'm going to take a little breather. I'm going to take a little break. And again, hanging out in the shade because it's beautiful over here. And I like that because I'm cooling off before I get... Hey folks, welcome to the episode of Farmer James, Vermont Mountainside Beekeeping, hanging out in the shade behind this giant elderberry that's in front of me. Evaluating what I got to do, getting everything ready. I got my comb ready over here in the boxes that I'm going to take. And this comb is from hives that didn't make it. I made sure it wasn't diseased hives. Did my best to evaluate that. And now I'm going to use that into the boxes that I break open. And like I said, folks, I got a nice little color code system to help me with identifying that. And what I'm using this year I'm using these round stickers here. And yeah, I'm doing some science. So these round stickers here are all different colors, as you see. These larger round ones I'm going to place on the groupings of hives, whether they're overwintered nukes or they are survivor. Yeah, mostly it's, or they're actually the colonies that have broken into strengths, okay, good or bad, okay, or struggling. So they'll get that large one. These here, smaller ones, will go on the front of the hives, and these stickers here are basically the groups. Oh, I'm sorry, let me reverse that. So these larger round stickers are multiple colors, so they'll separate my groups from overwinter, the waves of packages that I did get. And as I told you folks, like, they came in different waves. Whether, you know, the mail system broke them up and I didn't get all 20, I lost a lot. You'll go back, there's a link below where you can check that episode, or some of the episodes, I believe episode 2 or 1 after the disaster. I lost everything. You can see how the colonies are building up from beginning to right now. So yeah, folks, that's what we're going to be transferring bees. So yeah, you're going to get a chance to walk with me and we can evaluate and see what's going on. Right now, we're just going to take a quick look. I'm going to peek under these hives and I'm going to evaluate right away if I need to transfer them into the 8 frames. So I'm not going to use any smoke. We're just going to put this back a little bit. Woo-wee! Yeah, that hive is ready, folks. As you can see, the amount of bees that are here, they're bringing in the nectar based on that abundance of wax. So that hive gets a box, no doubt. The faster, the better. What about this hive here? This package of bees is as good as that one there. They are growing, but not really as fast. As you see, I'm not really using any smoke. They're not jumping on my hands, but they made later. That little batch of pollen blend I made with raw honey were taken down faster than what I left in the fonnet. So I think I like that little recipe. So that hive, I think I'll leave in there. This one, ooh yeah, this one will grow and has grown. That one will get a box. Oh, yep, they will get a box also. So right now, folks, you see my system. You see they like that rocket fuel with the raw honey. They're ignoring me and they're going right after it, which is great to see. And the bees are nice and calm. They're not worried about it. And look at that. You can see how they're enjoying eating it right now. Great thing to watch. Okay, yep, I'm in the way. This entrance is set opposite the other ones just so that I could pretty much quickly evaluate. So folks, you see bees are ready to get transferred, and that's what I'm going to do. You see behind me, a lot of these colonies are growing. This colony's in the back, or the second wave, and they're not growing as fast as the others. But let's take a quick peek at another group over here. So this one here I think is growing. Let's just take a look. Yep, they're ready. Yep, they are ready. They are antsy. And yep, we're gonna have to put that one in a package. So yeah, like, subscribe, let me know your opinion of me running the packages in these nukes and seeing them how they grow. You know, I can show you some brood, I could show you that fun stuff, and I think I will give you a synopsis of how I transfer bees. But yeah, let me get that going, get that smoker fuel going, get ready to transfer some packages into full frames, because that's what's going to happen today. All right, folks. So yeah, ready to go. As you see, this is what I'm going to be doing. And what I like to do, folks, is set up my 8-frame box, and I like to set it up kind of close to these hives. So that's what I want to do, is I'll slide this over just a little bit to give me a little bit of room. And what I will probably do is just actually push this hive over a little bit and slide this hive over just that much. Pretty easy peasy. Try to keep it simple as that. And get the bees ready to do the transfer. So as you see here, this box is empty. No frames in here yet. I do have some frames ready to go behind me, and I'll grab those frames because that's what I'm going to make sure as I do. is that as I add my 5 frames, and you saw how covered they are, when I pull them out, you'll see what I'm going to see. I'm going to show you the brood, try to hopefully get to see the eggs, and you can watch me how I use a little bit of smoke because these bees aren't antsy, but they may get that way when I do my transfer. So that's what I'm going to do. Let's see what's going on. Yep, bees sound pretty good. I'm not really going to worry about using too much smoke, but we're going to, maybe try. I'll give them a little smoke just to get them out of the way. Let me get this foil out of the way. This reflectance pretty good. Good idea. Just shake the bees off of that. You can see how they're building that nectar flows coming in with this fresh comb that they're building. Also, you can see that they're ready to get into another hive. They're packed in there, folks, that's for sure. So let's get ready to transfer these bees, and let's evaluate what's going on as we do that transfer. There you see I got my smoker going. Oat leaves, pine needles, a little bit of those kind of things. Just smoke and get them out of the way as I break up this comb that they just got going. Let's see what's happening. Yeah, okay. Frame number 1 doesn't look like they're working except bringing in some nectar. Also, what am I seeing other than the nectar that's glistening? You can see the nectar. The bees are pretty calm. They're not really aggressive. They do have some space, but I still think they're ready as they have covered. So I'm going to put that frame in the middle, and I'm going to try to keep them uniform. I don't think they need any major comb right away, so I'll give them one of these combs frames that is empty so that they can start filling it up right away faster than if they had foundation. But if you folks have bare foundation, the bees may build up a little slower than what you see right here. Okay, so in this frame, don't really see much, and if you look along with me, we may be able to see about the same. And that is just pretty much resources. But oh, on that side we got a nice little frame of brood. We look at it together in the sun, we can see that nice little frame. Just going to kick off this wax, let it fall down. Trying to keep the frames again the way that they came out, folks. Maybe a little bit reversed. So again, just smoking to get these off the frames. They do love that rocket fuel blend I made with raw honey. So yeah, folks, my little idea, I think it's working. Saving me on that sugar syrup mixture. And we have another good frame of brood. Nice solid brood, larva on the bottom, and pollen on the side. So that rocket fuel may have contributed because I haven't seen them bring it in. Again, this side, full frame of brood. She's laying well, so that's a good queen there. It's going to get the rating that I like to give them. So I'm going to move this over so that Her Majesty can jump right on that. Lay that up. The bees will prime it for her. We'll just slide our cavity over to the left as I took that outer frame from this box. Is now going to be the outer frame in my 8 frame. Bees are remaining calm, which is nice to see. Again, I'm going to treat them with the Naroa. I think I may have seen mites. But either way, again, another frame of brood. She's laying quite well. This brood patterning is all around. It's everywhere as I carefully do that. There is some pollen right there. Bees are really calm. I really am enjoying working with these Saskatraz. Really the most common bees I've seen in my years of working. And there she is, white dotted queen. I hope you could see her. She's right there, folks, right in front of my hive tool. is her, and I don't want to move her too much around, and carefully put her back in there. She's calm as they are calm. Carefully put her back in there, and I'm going to give her another nice comb that's empty to lay into. Carefully put this back over. And we have one more and then another comb of empty frame, and I'm going to give him that blend. Whoop. And what we have here, yep, more brood. Once again, another frame of brood that they're hatching and are hatching. Let's see on this side. Nothing there, so that's good, folks. So they do have space, but they're going to be bursting very, very soon. As the nectar flow has begun, this is now empty. So I'll finish this off, and I will add my last comb frame here for them to work on. And I'll close this hive up. I'm going to come back later, folks. I'm going to add a shim. I'm going to add my Naroa. But before I do that, I'm going to slide this hive over now to the space they came out. Dump some of these foragers out of this box. A little water from the rain. This box is now out of commission. And that's what I do. The bees have transferred pretty nicely. They don't seem too bothered. My smoker almost won out. As you can see, I didn't really use it at all. Okay. And that's what could happen with these bees. These bees are really nice. These Saskatraz bees I got for Olive Rise. They have grown from that packages. And you can see the dates of when I did get these packages to when I transfer them. If you just link down below, like, subscribe, leave in the comments, please share. I'm trying to grow as these colonies are trying to grow. The more you feed them with the great resources, like you all with the great comments, you like and subscribing, letting people know who I am, Farmer James, Vermont Mountainside Beekeeping. This is what I do on the mountainside in Stockbridge, Vermont. On the side of a mountain. Today is 70-something degrees. It's really a good day to transfer these bees. That went pretty smoothly, folks. That's what I like to do, is I just set up these 8-frame boxes empty, as you saw right next to that nuke. I'll do that whole system going all the way down these colonies to make sure I got them all transferred. And as I showed you, hive over there is going to need the same. I'm going to need to do the same over there with that hive as well. Just really screened up because I don't want the bees bonking into this big head of mine and then saying, oh, I'm going to sting them because I'm an invader. I got my stickers over there in the bin. So that'll be my sticker. They're going to get a green one, as you folks know. But they're going to be green and also purple, because these are the first wave of bees are going to be the purple ones up to the very end, which are the last wave, folks. So again, I have my little system. So big green dot, okay, and actually big purple dot, little green dot, because the little green dot stands for them doing a great job. What does that mean? They're growing. The queen is laying nice. She's very calm. The hive is very calm. I'm still standing here in their way as they go foraging back and forth, bringing it in. That one colony back there in that blue will definitely get a bend, because that colony is saying, yep, they need a home. For some reason, they like to go on top, but not underneath. But we'll see if we could change that, because the colonies are changing. Same with the weather, folks. Farmer James, Vermont Mountainside Beekeeping. This is what I do when I try to do what I do the best I can to get these colonies to grow. And this is what I'm showing you. So they're enjoying that blend of the rocket fuel dry pollen that I mixed with my raw honey. Okay, and also before I did that, as I got them, I gave them some Complete from Dr. Carlson's Complete. And I'll probably do that again, and I'll add it to the pollen blend just to give them a boost to help out their guts. So like, subscribe, let me know, leave in your comments. Let me know if this is a good thing you see, a thing that you've never seen, a thing you do see other people do. Do you like the way I do? Whatever. I don't even know. I appreciate you folks coming in, hanging out, tuning in with me, Farmer James from On Site Beekeeping. Be well.